All right, hello everyone. A very good evening to us all again. Good evening, dear participants, dear farmers. We welcome you to another excellent and formidable session of the Farm Food Safety Compliance Training. Ladies and gentlemen, today happened to be the last class of the Farm Food Safety Training. And wow, trust me, I'm so excited. I'm so excited, and I believe you are too. And I really want to say a very good congratulations to each and every one of you that have stayed through thus far. I really want to say a very big congratulations to you. And wow, you did it. You did it. I want to see your digital hands. Come on, celebrate yourself. Celebrate yourself with your digital hands. And yes, you have come thus far. You have learned. And of course, you are now a certified farm food training compliance professional. Congratulations, congratulations. I believe that each and every one of you can go out there and conduct a training for farmers in your community, in your cooperative, and of course, congratulations once more. Congratulations once more. Congratulations. Yeah, I can see your digital hands. Well done, everyone. Well done, everyone. I can't keep calling names, but nevertheless, we see what you do. We see all of you that have been consistent. We know all of you that have been, passionate about this training. We see your contribution, those who have been communicating, interacting on our social medias, and all those who have been asking questions consistently, we see your passion, we see all that you've been doing. And so, yes, well, congratulations for coming to us for the last class of the Farm Food Safety Compliance Training. Now, again, we are growing for sustainable agriculture. We are growing for sustainable agriculture initiative. And of course, we are a non-governmental organization registered here in Nigeria. What we want to do and we want to ensure is help farmers become sustainable, pick up sustainable agricultural practices, and see agriculture as a business. Yes, we want each and every one of us to see agriculture as a business. We want you to go out there and, apply all that you've learned sustainably in all your agricultural practices so that you become sustainable and profitable in all your ventures. So, ladies and gentlemen, today we'll be having two sessions, and the first session, of course, will be introducing an excellent personality in our midst who will address us. He is the Director Extension Services of the Ministry of Agriculture here in Nigeria. Yeah, so basically the Director of the Agri Extension Department in the Ministry of Agriculture here in Nigeria. But before then, I'm going to call on Mr. Black to do the proper introduction to introduce our guest as he takes the floor to address us. Ladies and gentlemen, of course, I want you all to put on your digital hand as Mr. Black takes floor. And before the director comes forward, please, we want to see your digital.
Hello, everyone. Is your video on? Please, play the video. Okay. All right. So permit me to welcome each and every one of you to the last class of the growth of the farm food safety compliance training. It has been a very, 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 very wonderful time from starting from class 1 and facing different hurdles and different challenges that has challenged our zeal and our bid to go on. But we want to specifically appreciate all our facilitators who, as experts and professionals in their different fields, but came out here when once they heard that we are training young African farmers, professors and doctors, senior lecturers in the universities came out willingly and voluntarily and joined in this training. You all will bear us witness at the quality of the training that we have been having for the past 16 classes, 2 times every week. And like, in as much as we've enjoyed this, but they would say, everything that has a beginning actually has an ending. And today we have actually and today we have come to sorry, I had to change devices because of some network issues, but I think this is okay now. So yes, thank you so much, every one of you, for being part of this from the day 1 to the end. And today is actually the end, but it's just the end of the training, but not the end of your practices of what you have been taught. And it so excites me so very much to welcome a man in whose shoes I am not fit to clean, a man that has spent many years, decades of years, developing the agricultural sector in Nigeria. If we are to read his profile, it may take the whole of today. But I am so excited when we reached out to him and said, sir, we are about to finish. And Nigerian farmers have been hungry and yearning and learning knowledge. And we believe that at this end, it would be only proper to have a personality of a personality like him, to someone in his position of authority, someone representing the government, to come share some goodwill messages, some remarks to the students. And he quickly and without blinking his eyes, he obliged to our requests, showing his enormous support, his support and that of the Federal Ministry of Agriculture for food, of Agriculture and Food Security, their enormous support for development of farmers in Nigeria. And of course, this year we have focused on food safety. So please, without much ado, I know he has so much on his schedule, but he has come here today to speak to us. Currently, okay, we have 76 students on the call. We are hoping others will join before he's done. Sir, please, we would like to hand over to you, Mr. Olawumi Ayodele Oladeji, the Director, Agricultural Extension Services, the Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security. Please, sir, you have the mic. Okay, sir, you can unmute and speak if you're okay. You're muted now.
Okay. Thank you very much. Sorry, I thought you were hearing me before. So it's awesome and it's inspiring to know that up to over 70 farmers will stay online up till now to learn about food, safe farms, and safe food. It has been the delight of government right from a couple of years ago to encourage technology use in agricultural practice. Particularly if you look at our policy, National Technology and Innovation Policy of the Federal Ministry of Agriculture on technology. And this we cannot but commend the organizers of this program, this training. And that is why at short notice, I was told that they would like me to encourage you. I was very happy to do this. We know that at this time, there might be challenges in practice of agriculture. But one of the good things is the fact that when we have a collective effort to face the challenges, we get solution. Like for us, on the agricultural extension side, we are transiting away from the traditional practices of nominal dissemination of research and innovations to the farmers to be able to make an extension worker a facilitation of innovation. We have found out all around us there are innovations, local knowledge in some cases that can be useful for higher productivity, for better livelihood for the farmers. And most of the time, when extension workers are not properly trained, they are not able to stand to facilitate and even stand to gain in a sustainable manner from the system, from the loop. And this we are doing to ensure that the farmers in Nigeria who should be beneficiaries of such innovations are able to benefit, and the system in its entirety is able to become better. This is part of why I'm encouraged to let you know that the atmosphere and the environmental problems that surrounds practice, the government is desirous to work with farmers to take them off the way. The issue that surrounds goes around safe farms and safe food. We know are part of what limits our ability to be able to export even our produce. And that is why we have the policy to ensure that from the production level, practices are such that are put, there are things that are put into place to ensure that even if there is a way to trace such outcomes from the farm or produce from the farm, it will still be acceptable across the globe. So I want to congratulate you because you have chosen the path that might initially look difficult, but there is much gain earlier on in the future. Please, it is not for you to have learned alone. What you have learned, put into practice and try and operate with peers so that you can collectively overcome challenges. Do not be afraid to contact and knock at the door of opportunities that you hear about. The government institutions are structured, sometimes with bureaucracy, but at your insistence, you will know those systems are for your benefit. So whatever are the next steps for you in what you have learned, don't be discouraged. Be desirous to succeed, and I know you will succeed. Thank you very much for this opportunity. I want to once again commend the organizers, and I hope that our collaboration will yield results in the nearest future. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, Director. It's a pleasure to always have you. From the very first day I sat in your office, the warm welcome you gave all of us and the encouragement you've been giving us has always been heartful. Director, if it is not too much to ask and if it is convenient for you, I don't know if you don't mind putting on your video for briefly, let your farmer see you and just have a feel of who is speaking. Please, if that is not too much and if it's convenient, but if it is not, we can proceed. Thank you. I don't know. Thank you so much. They can see your handsome face and they can see that you're at work. You just stole some time to come and share with us. Thank you so much. And I want to announce here that the director will be live with us tomorrow at the Nigerian Farmers Town Hall Summit, where he will be addressing the physical participants of NIFAT. Thank you so much. GSAI is very, very grateful for all you do for us. Thank you, sir. And see you tomorrow, sir.
Thank you.
Okay,
Enjoy
so
your weekend.
before you leave, let us just allow some of the participants express their gratitude by themselves. So let's call on Musaib Ibrahim. Can you just tell us where you're calling from and then just appreciate the director for coming to join us? Musaib Ibrahim, you've been asked to unmute.
Hello, sir.
Hello,
Hello,
Ibrahim.
good evening. Good evening, sir.
Good evening, Ibrahim.
My name is Musab Ibrahim. I'm calling from Yobe State. Sir,
Okay.
we are highly excited to see your face here, and then we appreciate your effort. That's how it's supposed to be. And we know the agri personnel is that how they behave. They are always sacrificing their times to their farmers and their clients or anytime. So, sir, permit me to ask you something. If it is convenient, sir.
Please go ahead.
Sir, you know we have ADPs around all the political zones within the Nigeria. And then, you know, the ADPs are the centers that extension agents are fully there, ready to help farmers with knowledge of recent update on agricultural knowledge. But if you are with us, you know agricultural centers are now somehow, let me use this word, somehow inactive. Why is it? Because you can go there without any extension agent there that are ready to help you there. And then even our agricultural students are not having this thing. They are not employed to come and join their facilities so that to help other farmers in rural areas to have what we are seeing now in the world. We are in global world. See how the smart agricultural knowledge is available all over the world.
Musa, please, you will try and round up so that you will try and round up.
Yes, sir. So see how, I don't know how our director can help us look at how extension agents are very rare in the urban centers, and then the rural centers are not even having this kind of offers. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you, Mr. Black.
Thank you, Brian. If you notice in my speech, I was emphasizing the fact that the road might look rough, but there's a target we have set to make things better. And that was the area I mentioned, the fact that we, in our curriculum reform, I just had a meeting with some of the agencies involved. We are trying to give capacity to extension agents, not only to be somebody that will take innovation from one end to another end, but to become somebody that will facilitate innovation and be able to ensure that as a private practice, they can gain from it. So it will take somebody that will desire us and somebody that will be determined. We know the problems at the state level, the subnationals, but we are trying in our mandate to train and empower extension agents to ensure that we'll strategically include private extension pathways practice and produce people who can be able to live above the extension as a public good, but who can be able to do extension and gain sustainably, live sustainably on such. And that will be such that can be able to bring innovations around the value chains and ensure that those innovations becomes effective, and he himself stands to a chance to gain from it. So I hope in the next few months, when we have concluded our planning for the training, some of the people that are qualified can be able to get opportunity to be part of those that will be trained and enlisted on board on our platform, digital platform, to join us in this innovation, new techniques that we are bringing on board. Thank you very much.
Thank you,
Have
sir.
a blessed day.
Thank you so much, Director. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We will not be able to take any more questions so that we can continue with the last class for today. Thank you, Director. We will see you tomorrow, and we'll continue to share. And of course, the partnership, the collaboration that we've started will also trickle down to all participants of this class as it continues to materialize. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Blank.
Yes, sir. Okay. At this juncture, I'll be handing over back to the moderator, Mr. Victor Bubai, our programs manager, to continue with the training for the day.
All right. So thank you, everyone. Thank you, Director. It's a pleasure. Yes, sir. So, dear farmers, the Director was my direct boss when I was serving in the ministry back in 2021, and of course, it was a great time. All he has said so far, yes, is what you can be assured of, that yes, the ministry would put in hand. So, ladies and gentlemen, today you might possibly not benefit to some certain extent, maybe from the innovation challenge that GSEI is doing. But trust me, with the ministry on board, like you heard him say, they also have their own initiative. And because of the training you've done, some of you here will be employed with time. So you can be rest assured that you are in the right place at the right time. You are learning the right thing. So congratulations, everyone. And of course, as the government continue to do more in the agricultural sector, each and every one of us here will be part of this. So with no much ado, we are going to go straight to the session for today. And all right, so quickly, is our facilitator on board? I don't think I can see the name. Is our facilitator on board? Please, Ma, if you are available, can you please raise your digital hand so that you can be co-hosted? If you can hear me, Ma, can you please raise your digital hand so that you can be all right. Nevertheless, so please to each and every one of us that is available here in Abuja, will employ you to find your way and join us tomorrow. And it's going to be such an engaging session. And for those of you who might have questions for Director, you will see him, face to face. And of course, you can ask and interact with him. It will be an opportunity tomorrow to actually, engage and, network with a lot of other stakeholders in the agricultural space. And of course, it's going to be quite an exciteful, impactful, and knowledgeable session all through. So, good. I'm on my way to Abuja from Eboyin. That's excellent. We wish you a very safe journey, and we hope to see you And of course, so please, if our facilitator is here, please, ma, we would love you to put up your digital hands so that we can co-host you and so that we can start up the session for today. And then again, please do us the favor by going through all our social medias and engage with us, because any other initiative or any other engagement GSAI will be doing, we'll also be putting it out there on our social medias. And of course, sometimes some of these things will demand that it's actually be a first come, first serve, and of course, always also check the WhatsApp platform. Please do us a favor by always checking the WhatsApp platform so that whenever there is something that is for the farmers and we post it, you can always take advantage of it in time, because of course, that opportunities are not too much available, but definitely as more keep coming, we'll keep engaging each and every one of you. So follow us on all our social medias and engage with us, and also go through our website and see some of the initiatives we are having, like the GAP project. Yeah. And of course, you will see us very soon, possibly in your state, in the universities in your state, because the GAP project is one which we go to universities to, train farmers, to pick up various career skills in the agricultural sector. Because trust me, you might find out that a lot of farmers are coming out of the university and they are so blank. What can we do? So that is why we initiated the GAP project, so that we can help farmers, navigate through the entire agricultural value chain, and so that, we can train them, and so that they can also pick up various career skills in agriculture, as we have also been learning through the agricultural value chain so far. So, ladies and gentlemen, I think our facilitator is here, and excellent. All right. So, with no much ado, we'll yield the floor to our facilitator, Tomilayo Amza. Thank you very much.
Hi, good evening, sir. Please, can you confirm if you can hear me? Okay, thank you very much. All right. Good evening, everyone. My name is Tomilayo Amzat, and I am a farmer. I'm also a facilitator here at Silas Farm Lab. I work at Silas Farm Lab, and I also work as the head of the food safety team, where I help coordinate the activities regarding our certifications and so I want to say a special thank you to the organizers of the program. Thank you for this training, and thank you for inviting me to the program. All right, please, can you confirm? Sorry, I think I shared the wrong slide with the, I don't know if I can share this slide from my end, sir. Can you hear me?
Yes, okay, we will stop sharing now. You just go ahead and share from your end.
All right, so let me share it from my end here. Can you see my screen?
Yes, we can.
All right. Okay, preparing for certification and export. I know for some of us, this might be something that we would like to go into, that's if we've not started exporting, but this might be our goal as farmers, as business owners, that we would one day gain access to bigger markets where we'll have the opportunity to showcase our products, where we'll have platforms where we can sell our produce. So to be able to achieve that, there are some things that need to be in place. There are things that need to be done with respect to food safety in order for us to be able to achieve this. Now, what is certification that we're even talking about? I know we've had, might have several trainings and discussions around the whole concept of food safety and health. But what is certification in agriculture and food safety? So this is an official process by which a recognized authority verifies that a farm or a facility or a product meets specific standards of quality in terms of safety and good practices. So we want to, certifications is there to ensure that everything that we say that we are doing, how do we ensure that it is safe? How do we ensure that the food we are producing, what we are producing, what we are bringing out from our farm, our vegetables, our livestock, what is the process to ensure that all of these things are safe? So it does not just end at saying, oh, my product is of high quality, my product is grown in the best environment, my product is of high standards, and we are just saying it just by mouth. There are things that needs to show that we are actually meeting up. And that is what certification means. It is there to show that truly we are doing these things. Our products meet up with these standards, and this is an evidence to show that we are doing this. Please, can we still hear me? It's not like I'm talking to myself.
Yes, we can, Ma. Yes, we can.
All right, thank you very much. So these certifications are there to ensure that we have evidence to show for every of our process, for everything that we say that we do on our farm, in our facility. So what are some of the regulations that we have, some national and international food safety regulations that we have? I know we might have heard about some of them. We're aware of some of them. We might have heard of HACCP, which means hazard analysis and critical control points, hazard analysis and critical control points. So this is one certification that you can have that will show that your process, right from if you're a farmer and what you do basically is to grow crops, you grow your crops, then these certifications want to see that right from the moment where you grow, where you harvest your crop, down to the final consumer, is this process safe? Are you complying with this standard? So this is one certification that can help you to show that, yes, your process right from farm to the final consumer is safe.
Hello, Ma. Are you there? We can hear you. All right, Ma. So we can't hear you. Okay, so I believe maybe it's the network. Right, so just give us a few minutes as we try to bring her back on board. Once again, I want to encourage each and every one of us to stay on board. You know, for a while I was discouraged to see some farmers exiting the group, but again, this is how you know people who don't have much vision like that, you know. But all of you who have stayed thus far, you can be rest assured that there is a bright future for each and every one of us in coming days. As the government are with us, and other private organizations will also be coming on board with time, and all that has to do with benefiting, we all will benefit from it. So do we have, is she here yet? Is she back on board? Please, can our technical team try to check through and see if she's back? Pardon us. This is way beyond our control right now. The network issues that we are battling with our nation. Okay, yeah, she's not on the call. Check participants. You cannot. All right, once again to our participants that were with us during the farm tour at CSS Farms yesterday, want to appreciate you for coming on board. And we believe that you all had an excellent experience at the CSS Farms along Kefi Road. And yes, yesterday was quite an engaging one and a beautiful one at that. So we appreciate you for coming. And of course, with time, we're going to do more. And we hope that more of us will be able to come on board. And possibly, we are going to be fortunate to have sponsorship that would be able to bring people from other states to join us. Yes. We can be rest assured about that. That as we go forward, these opportunities will present themselves. So sorry, our technical team is trying to reach out to our facilitator to know why. Okay, great. She's back. All right, so please quickly co-host her so that she can. All right, great. You're welcome back, ma'am. You can take the floor. Ma, if you can hear me, you can go on. Okay. You are You are muted.
She said she can't unmute.
All right, it's on now.
Oh,
I'm
great,
so
good.
about
You
that.
can hear me now. We can hear you. Great.
Yes, I had a bit of network issue. So I would continue sharing my slide now. All right, can we see my slide now?
Yes, we can. Yes, we can.
All right, so sorry about that. So we were talking about the food safety regulation, some of the national and international food safety regulation bodies that we have. And we have established the fact that these bodies are there to certify our process. So it does not just stop at us saying that our process is safe and our goods is fit for consumption. What are the evidence to show for each of all of the things that we are doing? So we have some of the certifications such as HACCP, hazard analysis and critical control points. And as a matter of fact, this is one of the basic certifications that you can have if your goal is to sell internationally. At least the minimum requirements will be for you to have ASI, even if we don't have any other certification. So another one is ISO 22000, which is a general food safety management system. They also want to see all her process just to show that it is safe. Another one is Global GAP. This is one international certification that if your goal is to sell in the European market, this is one certification that is advisable to get. Although they all come, every certification comes with their requirements, with their own standards. For some of them, they might be quite easy for us to get, but for some of them, they are quite stringent with their standards, and there is no two way about it. We just have to comply. So Global GAP is also an international certification. In fact, one of the highest that you can get if you really want to sell in the European market. Then another one we have is halal certification. So this is, we know we have our Muslim community. So to sell in a Muslim community, especially for Muslim countries, they would require us to have something like halal, just to show that your product is free from haram. That is things that Muslims don't eat, that they do away with. So if you want to show that your process is free and is safe for the Muslim community to eat, then halal certification might be what you might want to look at. And if also you want to sell into the Muslim communities or countries, this is one certification you can have. And of course, I know we are familiar with NAFDAC. So for most of us that are into, some of us are into processing, it is compulsory for you to have NAFDAC number just to show that what you're selling out there is safe. Then we also have SON. We also have MANCAP, all of these that deals in terms of quality of our produce. Then why does this certification matter? Why is it so important? Why do people keep talking about it? Why is it compulsory when we are talking in terms of exports? Please, can we still hear me? Can we hear me?
Yes, we can still hear you, Ma. Yes, we can still hear you.
All right. So why is certification important? It's important because it builds trust with your buyers. So when you're trying to get into a market, so one way that you can get your buyers to trust you is through some of these certifications. If you have some of these certificates, they don't have to worry, oh, is this product safe? Is it something we can actually buy? So this certification comes with a level of confidence that your buyers can trust you. they can trust you enough to buy from you. It gives you access to both local and international markets. So if you're looking at sustainability, you're looking at growing, you're looking at expanding your business, you're looking at accessing more markets. So one way to do that is to get some of this certification. I mean, some business, even in Nigeria, will not buy from you if you don't have even the minimum as of this certification. I mean, you cannot say you want to sell your product and it does not come with even a NAFDAC number. So it gives us access to both local and international markets. Then it also ensures that your product is safe. I mean, even before these bodies get to certify you and all of that, they've done their due diligence to ensure that what you say you're doing is safe for consumption. So it ensures that your product is safe, it ensures better prices and contracts, so you are able to compete better in the market. So you are able to compete with better prices, because now that your produce is certified, you have better you have another something to leverage on when it comes to selling your product. Then it's reduced risk of product rejection. So if you're looking at exporting your product, except you can show, you can prove that your product is certified, it will not fly. Most of the time, the produce end up getting rejected because we don't have the necessary certifications to back them up. So it helps to reduce the risk of your products or your produce being rejected. Now, what are some of the requirements for exporting agricultural produce? What are some of the things that we need to note or that we need to do in order to ensure compliance or in order to meet up with the requirements for some of these things? We've discussed about quite a number of them. I know this program has been going on for a while, and I'm very sure we've discussed about some of these things. So one very important thing to do when you're trying to get a certification or export is proper documentation and record keeping. Proper documentation and record keeping. So for the little experience I have had with certification, I know for one thing that is common with each of these certifications is that they would always ask for your documents. They would always ask for your record. As small as your CSA certificate is important, as small as phytosanitary certificate to show that you're complying in the way you handle pest and disease, they are also needed. So I am yet to see any of the certifications where you don't need to work with documents. So as little as that process is, it has to be documented. As little as you cleaning up your farm, trying to clean up your area, production area, or maybe where you harvest or where you sort, all of these things are important. No, because one thing they want to understand is they want to understand your process. If they want to understand your process, then everything is important for them. So if you are trying to get any of these certificates, you need to show proper documentation. Everything needs to be organized. There needs to be a process flow. We need to understand how your process works. Or from A to B to C to D, this is how we get things done. And it all needs to be documented. So in trying to ensure compliance, we need to take our documentation, we need to take our record keeping really, really serious. Another thing that we need to take note of is traceability. Traceability in the sense that you are able to track your products from origin down to the final consumer. So we can be able to say, for this particular product that I sold, or for this particular product that we sent out, this is everything. This is how it went out, and this was how it got to the final consumer. Because when anything goes wrong, it is traceability that helps you. So we need to see, we need to be able to track the origin, the movement of your produce or of whatever you sell, right from if you're a farmer and what you sell is, let's say, you're a tomato farmer, we need to be able to track, oh, where exactly was this tomato harvested? Who is the person that harvested it? Where was it taken to? What process did it pass through there down to the final consumer? We need to be able to track it. Then your pest and pesticide control. How well do you comply with regulatory bodies when it comes to managing pest and disease on your farm? As a matter of fact, there are things that we need to comply with when we are trying to ensure compliance. There are proper use of pesticide, there are proper use of fertilizers. So how well do we comply with this? And it's not just saying we are complying, we are being compliant. We need to be able to show it with our records that we are complying. I know for if you're trying to get for Global Gap, if you're trying to get it, they will tell you, oh, we need to see at least 3 months record of the kind of pesticide you use on your farm. So you need to be able to provide evidence that this is what you've been using for the past 3 months, 6 months, 1 year, with evidence to show that you're actually complying with their standards. Then you also, another thing to take note of is your packaging and the way you handle your produce. You know, the overall goal is to ensure safety. So whatever you're doing, safety has to be at the core of everything. So it is advisable, it is important that we use food grade materials. So for anything that we are doing, it has to be food grade. Your packaging, you have to ensure that it is food grade. Whatever it is that you are doing, if you are the type that you wash your produce before sending it out, they will check this kind of whatever it is you're using to wash the produce, is it food grade? So at the end of the day, it's not like you're giving people poison, all in the name of we are not aware. So all of these things need to be put into consideration before you can say that you have met up with the requirements needed for exporting your produce. This is not just the requirements. We have quite a number of them, and they are all specific to the kind of certification that you are trying to get. Every certification comes with its specification. Oh, these are the things that even need to be in place before you can say you want to certify your produce. I mentioned the instance of where some of them will require, oh, we need to see at least 3 months of your record. Some can come today and say, no, we don't just want 3 months. We need about 1 year records just to show that you are complying with our standards. So we need to understand the kind of certification that we are sure that we are complying with it. Now, what are some of the steps to prepare your farm? After you've checked through your process and you can say, oh yes, I have my records. Oh yes, I am up to date with my record. I am keeping to good agricultural practices. I am in compliance with in charge of my phytosanitary methods. They are complying, and you are sure that you are actually meeting up to this standard and your documentation is in place. Then you can reach out to a certification body. We have for depending on the certificate you're trying to get, we have quite a number of them. You can reach out to whichever certification you're trying to get. After you're sure that you've met up with all their criteria, the next process after that is an audit, where they will come to check if whatever you say you're doing, you're actually doing it. Audits, inspection and audit is actually a big part of certification, because without it, you cannot be certified. So they would actually come to check your product or see your process physically to see what you're actually doing. Then after they might have done this, then after it has been accessed, then it can be approved if it has been check that you meet up with all of their criteria and standards, then it can be approved and you get your certificate. So your certificate is there to show you that all of this process, you are doing it and you are complying with all the standards. So it might, with the way I'm saying, it might look very, very easy, but when we start dealing with different certification, they all come with their own levels of compliance. For some of them, if you're not complying 99%, they will not give you their certificate. So you need to be compliant, you need to pass their audits before they can fully give you their certificate. Now, if you are sure that you have met up with some of these, if you are sure you have met up with the standard and you are sure that you are able to answer these questions successfully, do you meet your fire safety rules? Can your produce be traced back to your farm? Can we actually trace your produce back to your farm? Do you have the documents that is needed? Do you have the necessary documents? Have you documented all your process? Do you have all your records? And has your farm been inspected? And have you gone through your audit process? If you have gone through all of that and your product has been certified, you're actually ready to export your product, because you have one of the major things that is being looked out for when it comes to exporting your products. So if you can say you have been able to do all of these things, you've been able to meet with all the necessary criteria, you've been able to meet with the standards that's been put in place by the certifications you are trying to get, then why not? You are ready to export your products. So I don't know if I am permitted to take in questions after now.
All right, yes, ma'am. Thank you very much. Thank you. Wow, excellent. 5 o'clock at the dot. That was quite an excellent and precise presentation. Thank you very much for such an excellent one. Yes, great. I want to see your digital hands, guys. I want to see your digital hands doing its work perfectly and appreciating her. So yes, ma'am. Quickly, I believe we have questions. So please, if you can't speak, you can of course drop your questions in the chat box, but if you can, quickly let's see your hands. And then again, please, in 1 minute. Please, I will play with you in 1 minute. Tell us where you are joining us from, and then ask your question. So I don't know who is Infinix S4. Sorry, I can't pick you because your name is Infinix X4, except you can change that name. Now we're going to call Effion Ita to unmute and ask his question.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, thank you very much, madam. You have done well. All these certifications that you have mentioned, I know that it is something that it can be done right from via online. And I wanted you also to help me to, what is the main role of Nigerian Export Promotion Council? I was expecting you to talk some things about more. That is just it.
Okay, sir. So if I get your question, you're asking if there are any that can be done online, and the role of Nigeria Exports Promotion Council.
Yes.
All right. So for certification, you can start the process online. You can start some of the process online. However, for you to be able to get through to that final stage, there has to be an audit. If the certification bodies you're working with prefers to do their audit online, fine, you can get to do your audit online. But I think that is not really common. So most of the time they prefer to do a physical audit. Let us come, let us see exactly what you're doing. So they would rather they come down to your facility to check. So if you start the process online, then there might still be a need for you to have your audit physically. However, it still depends on the certifications you are trying to get. If your auditors are saying you can do your audit online, it's fine. I mean, there are audits there was an audit that we actually did, though not fully, but we did it online and it actually worked. So depending on what your certification body is asking for, they would have to comply with. Then also the Nigerian export is also one of the certificates you can have. I think they also issue out certificates that you can use. However, you might not just want to depend on just one of these certificates. I know if you're applying for some of these certificates, they would also require that you have some other things as well as an addition. Like if you're trying to work on getting ISO would also ask you, oh, what are some other certification that you have that can also help you? This one that you mentioned is also part of it. It can also work. It's also a certification you can go for that in Nigeria that you can also have in order for you to export your product. So it's also part. I didn't list out what I listed was not everything that we have. We have quite a number of them. So we can also, it's also one of the things that we can have, one of the certification we can get as well. I hope I've been able to answer your question, sir. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you're all right. So thank you very much, Ma. I believe you have. So quickly, I will ask another question. This is coming from the group. Before we go to the next person, this is coming from you. It said, how many? This is from Ambassador Grace or Pooh, right? Yeah, I'm sorry if I murdered your name. The question was, how many certifications do I need to start exporting goods?
Okay, Ma, how many do you need? You don't need so much. As small, as simple as, or let me use what simple as ASIP is, HACCP. If you have that, you can sell your products internationally. So you don't need to have all of them. Just one is enough. However, if there's a country that you are looking towards selling, so for some countries, if you don't have certain certificates, you cannot sell in their country. So depending on maybe the country you want to sell to and what they're asking for, let's take for example, if you want to sell in a country and they're asking you for, let's say you need to have an ISO 22000 certificate. So before you get an ISO 22000 certificate, one of their major criteria, even halal, one of their major criteria is that you need to have HACCP certificate. So you see that before you can say you want to sell in that kind of country, you don't just try to get your ISO certificate, you are also trying to get ASIP HACCP because that is a requirement that you need to have even before you get your halal or your ISO. So depending on where you want to sell, for some countries, once you have your HACCP, you can sell, and it's not say, oh, you need to have this number of certificates.
All right. So thank you very much, Ma. The next person I will call is Juliet Ngozi Nwaze. Please. Of course, tell us where you're joining us from and ask your question.
Yeah, good evening, everyone. I'm calling from Sokoto State. Mine is an appeal. Please, can you kindly send the link to the certification to our organizers? Probably they will send it to our group chats. So some of us who wish to try some of this certification can have a link to apply to. Thank you so much, Ma. We appreciate you for your time and for the knowledge you are just giving. Thank you.
All right, Ma. Okay, I will send the ones that I have. However, it's not just limited to the certification bodies alone, because for most of the certifications that we got here, we actually worked with consultants in getting them. Now, for some of the certificates, you might need to work with consultants. Let's take, for example, NAFDAC now. For NAFDAC, I think you need to work with some of the consultants before you can. If you want to work directly with them, that means it's going to take a longer time. We are considering in terms of years. You might not really have that luxury of time, but to hasten things up, you might say, oh, you want to work with a consultant to help you with that. So if you're asking me to send maybe a link to some of the consultants or that I have worked with, then there's no problem with that. I can always share that with the organizers.
All right, so excellent. Thank you very much, Ma. Thank you very much, Ma. So the next person will be Pastor Samuel Oluse. Yes, please tell us where you're joining us from, and of course, ask your question.
Hello. Hello.
Yes, sir. We can hear you.
Okay, good evening, everybody. Thank you very much for the opportunity to ask my question. My name is Pastor Oluseyi Ajao. I'm calling from, I'm speaking from Ibadan, Oyo State, Nigeria. So I have this question to ask for myself and for some of my fellows farmers who have small, the farm have not yet become large, like all those that are just coming up. And I want to know, is there any stage that our farm produce can reach before we can go for certification? Like, I got your teachings and I understand it very well about all the preparations and to get the attendance, the documentations and everything. That one is okay. But you know, as a small scale farmer that you are producing small that has not been very big, can someone like that still go to their office for certification for small things? So that's what I want to know, so that we know.
All right, sir. Thank you very much.
Yes.
What stage can you get to as a small older farmer if you want to export? Now, I would also would like to ask, for us as small older farmers, what is our goal? If our goal is also that in the next couple of years you want to grow, you want to expand, you would like to expand your operations, you would like, if your goal is that you would like to access more markets and not just servicing your local market, then I think we would also work towards achieving that goal, and we would also ensure that we do everything it takes to take us there. So if we have that goal in mind, if you have that vision for sustainability, where you want to ensure that your business is your business grows beyond you, it starts with some of these little steps. So it's not going to, I would not say, oh, when you get to this certain stage in your business, or when you get to this certain level, then you can start exporting your product. No, if your goal as a business person is to grow, if your goal is you want to get more markets, then you would ensure that you do everything it takes to see your business grow. If today you get a market and your market is asking you, oh, if you can, we can buy this quantity of produce from you, but the criteria for buying it is that you have to have certain certification. You have to have this certification, and we are buying from you at a certain price. I want to believe that as a business person, you would want to work towards this, towards achieving this. So I have had questions around this where people will say, oh, what exactly does this certification does for me? While the effect might not necessarily be short term, but if you are looking at it in the long run, it is actually going to be of great benefit to your business. So if you have that mind as a business person that wants to see your business grow, you would work towards ensuring that you're not just producing, you're not just in the business. Your business should also meet certain standards, specification. Thank you, sir.
All right, thank you very much, Ma. I believe he has gotten exactly what you have for him. So thank you. Next person will be Raji Tijani. Please unmute and tell us where you're joining us from and ask your question. Please, in 1 minute. Thank you, sir. Raji Tijani Shahid. Rashid, please. You are asked to unmute. Okay, so if he's not available, please can we go straight to Kainde Idowu?
Good evening. Can you hear me?
Yes,
Hello.
we can
My
hear you,
name
sir.
is Kehinde Abesayo Idowu, participating from Lagos. Number one, I want to thank our facilitator for a wonderful job. And for some of the questions that have been asked earlier, I will advise my colleague that you contact TIC, Technology Incubation Center. It's an agency of Federal Ministry of Science and Technology. It's present in every state. They will midwife and help you relate with NAFDAC. They will break the process into very simple manner for you and at a discounted rate. In fact, they will consider you as small micro enterprise, and that will give you a very affordable charges. That's by that. But I want to ask our facilitator to also let us have her contact before she leaves. Then the addresses of all these agencies, I will need it. Then I want to ask GSAI not to leave us alone after this presentation. This particular export promotion, export compliance and whatever is extremely important. You must still need to carry us as a baby in this aspect. Thank you.
All right, sir. Thank you very much for that. For anyone that wants to go into that registration, I mean the one that you mentioned, I think you can work with the agency mentioned. I'm actually not so familiar with them because the person will work with is different, but if I would share all of that with the organizer. So regarding my contacts and all, I will share that with the organizers of the program as well. You can also reach me via mail. I would send my official mails also. So if we have issues regarding getting certifications, or we would want to get some of these certifications for our business, you can always reach out to me via email. I would attend to it. Thank you, sir.
All right, thank you very much, Ma. And yes, I believe that's an excellent one for you, sir. And of course, your demands are highly noted. Thank you very much. And so we are going to go next to Faizat Omotorayo. So please, those will be the last question for today. So please do us a favor by telling us where you're joining us from, and then, of course, as when you are done, also appreciate the facilitator on behalf of your colleagues. Thank you.
All right. Good evening, Ms. Tomi. My name is Daud Faizat Omotorayo. Thank you for this wonderful section. Yeah, I want the general class to know that she's my facilitator at Soilless Farm Lab. I just graduated. So I really appreciate your time. She's a wonderful soul. Please, I want all of us to appreciate her for me. Though most of the questions that I have in mind has been answered, we really appreciate you for this class. Thank you very much, ma. And I hope to see you again.
Thank you very much, Turayo. Thank you so much. Thank you. Really appreciate.
You don't have microphone.
All right, so thank you very much. I think okay, so quickly we'll have an opportunity to just give one more person. Please do us a favor by coming and then just appreciate our facilitator. So please, Justice Cletus, please do us a favor, tell us where your journey from for us and just appreciate our facilitator for us. Thank you very much.
Okay, good evening, everybody. I want to appreciate the wonderful job done by our today's facilitator. Indeed, you really done justice to this very topic of the day. And I want to equally appreciate all of us who in one way or the other we joined this class today, making it the last class. It has actually been a life-changing program from the beginning. So we appreciate you. God will continue to enlarge your cause, and that we hope to meet you someday, sometimes again, for another exciting and a wonderful program like this. Most appreciation to the Growth for Sustainable Development Initiative for this opportunity. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. God bless you. On behalf of my other colleague participant, Justice Cletus from Kaduna State.
All right, thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much, sir. God bless you. And again, thank you to our facilitator and to every participant. Once more, congratulations. And at this juncture, we're going to give the floor to Executive Director, Mr. Black, to take the floor. Thank you, everyone.
Hey.
Yeah, all right. Thank you, everybody. It's been a beautiful time, and sincerely appreciate. I can't keep appreciating us enough. I can't appreciate our leg facilitators from Soilless Farm Lab enough. Thank you for taking time out to prepare that very explicit and very, very interesting presentation. You have evoked interest, you've evoked, and that is the objective of this class, because like I said, one of the things that inspired us to carry out this project was the fact that I recently tried to do some exportation, and I just randomly bought some produce from the Nigerian market and sent out to UK. And everything, 100% of those produce were rejected. And it dawned on me that you cannot just randomly carry any Nigerian produce and export, because Nigerian farmers are not farm safety compliant, are not food safety compliant. So hence we had to bring out this training. So one of the objectives was to get more farmers to start asking the question, how can we be food safety compliant? And I must say that we have 100% achieved that goal. Every participant in this training has achieved that goal. So thank you so much from our facilitator today in the last class to all our facilitators. We really sincerely appreciate you. So that participant that said we should not leave you, of course, we will not leave you. This is an ongoing project. While the training may finish for today, I want to encourage and assure you that GSAI is still at the forefront of supporting African farmers to develop sustainable agricultural practices. So I'll be taking some issues right now, or not issues necessarily. I'll be giving us some very vital information. Number one, we have students that are still bothered about not having their assigned numbers. In the course of the training, we found out that there is no need giving everybody assigned numbers. So right now, we stopped issuing assigned numbers and are only giving to those who pay for certificates. Those are the people we need to account for. After this training, The only people that can write to us and say we were part of your training are the people we've certified. Every other person gets the knowledge and you can go. And that is fine, that is okay, we don't have a problem with that. So we are only issuing assigned numbers to people that paid for certificates so that we can track their certificates. We really cannot track your knowledge, but we can track the people that we give our certificates, which I told you are very valid for various uses. Yeah, so please, if you do not have an assigned number, don't worry, don't think that you are disqualified or anything. Please, we are not giving out assigned numbers again. If you don't have an assigned number and you want to get certificates, please fill the form. In the place of assigned number, you put there NA. Now, when we are issuing your certificate, we will give you an assigned number and your certificate will come with that assigned number. So please let us not worry about that. Lecture notes will be shared on the platform. We've just been busy with our preparations for the Nigerian Farmers Town Hall Summit, which will hold tomorrow. But of course, by hopefully latest next week, Monday, when everything is a bit calm, we'll be settled and we'll share all the remaining lecture notes on the platform. And as usual, for free. Attendance, there will be no attendance today. So today is attendance free day, being the last day. And that automatically qualifies everybody to get a certificate. That automatically qualifies because we've had free attendance free days for at least 6 times now. So, and those free days mean that everybody is given an attendance. Everybody is marked as present. So everybody so that automatically qualifies everybody for the certification, for the certificate of training on farm food safety compliance. We were supposed to have a quiz today, but our sponsors mentioned that we should not limit those that will be doing the step down training to just 6 people. So after the summit by next week, if you those that are still in the WhatsApp group, if you're interested in doing a step down training, there will be a format. That format is just a process for those that are really serious. And as we are now, there will be potential for more people to carry out step down training. So instead of rushing to do a quiz and picking 4 people and add to the other 2, by next week, we will announce a procedure for those that want to carry out the step down training in their community. And we will do a screening exercise and select people that are serious and are able to carry it out. And we will be able to support those people to carry out the training in their communities. So those that are waiting for quiz, please, there will be no quiz today. Once we are done with the summit, by next week, somewhere around Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, we will tell you the process to apply for step down summit. And of course, for step down training, it will be for only those that partook in the class. So yes, when are we receiving the certificate? Yes. So from next week, from the first batch, like those of you that have paid and gotten your emails, you notice that the certificates will be gotten after training. So we will start from the first set of people to prepare the certificates and start issuing, because you'll be receiving your own certificate in your own email directly. So it will take us a number of days, probably 1 to 2 weeks. But from Tuesday, we will start giving out certificates until we send it to the last person. So many people waited till the last day and did rush payment. So we have so many people. In fact, I think the people that have paid within the past 4 days are more than the people that have paid throughout the entire training period. So there's a whole lot of rush. Yes, there's a whole lot of rush, but we are going to attend to everybody one after the other. For people that still send payment slips to my DM, please, if you have not filled the form, kindly go and fill the form. Sending it to the DM of any admin does not count. It's only those people that have filled the certificate request form that are liable to get their certificate. And let me explain this, please. This is a free training. You all registered, you participated in this class for free. You are getting all the training materials for free. You are asking questions, getting contacts of the facilitator for free. We are only saying, should you need a certificate that shows that you partook in a farm food safety training that you can use to apply for jobs, or you can use, and well, if you are applying to get a HACCP certificate like you have been taught today, one of the things you will be asked is your knowledge of food safety. And it is a certificate like this that you can tender and say, I have gone through a food safety training before. And this has been an 8 weeks. It's not just a one-off. You did not just come 1-2 hours, 8 weeks training, 16 classes. So you are due to get a certificate. Now, those are the people that we are saying you pay a subsidized fee of just 5,000 naira to give you that valuable and recognized certificate that will come with a verification barcode where those certificates can be verified. This is very optional. This does not disqualify you from anything you would want to do. This is just a certificate that is optional, and you can use it for any purpose that you wish to around farm food safety. The certificate form is shared in the group. Please go to your group if you are in group 1 or in group 2. It's the same thing. It's just that group 1 was full and we had to open group 2. So go to your group. The certificate request form will be there, plus the account number to pay to and all of that. It will be there, so you can fill it from there. Finally, I want to take an advance request. Tomorrow is the Nigeria Farmers Town Hall Summit that is hosted by us. All the admins will be busy in the summit. So please, if you don't get any response tomorrow, yes, maybe one of us will be sending pictures in the group, but other than that, you may not get any response tomorrow and Sunday. We will continue to respond to your requests and anything from, you will begin to respond to everything from Monday. Somebody just put, they have not received an acknowledgement mail. Some of us just, we do not listen to instruction, we do not read instruction. After making payment and filling the form, on that, the final message that shows that you fill the form says, please wait for 73 hours, 72 hours, that's like 3 days. Knowing how the system is, in 3 days, every payment should have dropped, whether it's delayed or whether it's not delayed and all of that. Wait for 73 days to get your acknowledgement. Within 73 days, you will get your acknowledgement. I think the last acknowledgement emails we sent out was 2 days ago. Anybody that paid yesterday and today has not gotten acknowledgement yet. So please hold on. It is a process. It is not automatic. Once we get your payment, we have to verify and then we send acknowledgement. We have people that have tried to defraud the system. They fill the form, they upload a fake receipt or they upload a false receipt that they had sent to some other place. So we have to take it one by one. You said you paid 4 weeks back. Please go and check your spam. I am certain if you paid 4 weeks back, I assure you, you have received an acknowledgement. Open your spam. It's unfortunate that people in this time and age, you don't open your spam in your inbox. Open your spam and you will see your acknowledgement. We are very, very meticulous. We know we have a process that we are following. And if you follow that process, I assure you, you will not have any issues. Okay. So that is that about the certificate. And like I said, please, tomorrow, in fact, from this evening, tomorrow and Sunday, we will not be responding. Please, responses will commence from Monday. Please, I'm talking about certificate payment. There's been, somebody's asking a question here. Please, I'm talking about certificate. There's been an issue with sending certificate payment to this account number. Please, I really, really don't want to condone with anybody that has sent payments to any other account number. Right from the start of this training, we have been announcing and mentioning all information is in the WhatsApp group. That is why even when people come to my DM to say, please, where's the link for payment? I say, go to the group and get it. If you pay to any other account number, you got that information from another place. There was no account number other than our own that was posted in our group. So please, you will have to find a way to get it on your own. We cannot come into that. We cannot come there. Those that did not register for today's event, please, you can still come. There is room for manual registration, but you may not get some of the items that are available because the items were planned for those that register. But yes, you can come and get the knowledge. So thank you very much. Like I said, you will, from Monday, we will try our best to acknowledge so that you will not be scared for those that have made payments till today. But I want to beg you, from this evening, tomorrow, Saturday, which is the NIFAT, Sunday, we may not be responsive. We will be responsive from Monday morning. Those that made payments yesterday and today have not been acknowledged because we've not had time to sit down and confirm payments with our bank. So you will have to give us time to do that. Yes, so the WhatsApp group will still be available till we are able to settle and give out all the certificates and everybody settles. Thank you very much. I'll be handing over back to the facilitator now, to the moderator now to close the session. Thank you. Thank you.
All right, so thank you very much, Mr. Blatt. And to our participants, we say a very big thank you for staying thus far. And once more, congratulations, a very big congratulations to all of us. And quickly, we are going to be closing off, signing off for today. And then again, we'll be opening the group chat after the end of the session and the end of the procedures being placed in the group for us to apply for the step down training. Then we'll open the group so that everyone can interact and network for the various opportunities available. So, ladies and gentlemen, beloved farmers, we appreciate you all for taking thus far. And as much as this might look like an ending, it is an ending to a session. But there is no ending to farming, and there is no ending to our networking, and there's no ending to the initiatives of GSEI. So stay tuned, stay with us, stay locked on with us, and of course, more and better opportunities and growth initiatives will be on the way. Thank you, and God bless you all. Now we are signing off on behalf of the GSEI team. We say congratulations and see you all in the group chat. Thank you very much. So I have unmuted everyone, so you can, of course, interact.